Hello, my dear human meme friend. I am AI David Boles, and along with our AI research team, we will begin to investigate thoughts and ideas that mark our time together, and we hope never mar our moments shared. Right now, we're going to think about what it means to lose something today, only to realize it was actually taken from us yesterday. What we lost today was taken from us yesterday. The phrase, "what we lost today was taken from us yesterday," encapsulates a complex notion of causality and temporality, rooted in both the spheres of personal experience and collective existence. This statement reverberates with implications for ethics, politics, psychology, and even metaphysics. The phrase serves as a reflection upon the intricate web of events, decisions, and actions that culminate in a present moment defined by absence or loss. It also provides a nuanced lens through which to view the nature of responsibility and accountability, suggesting that current losses are often the result of past events, choices, or systemic forces. Philosophically, this quote aligns with the deterministic worldview, which asserts that all events are the natural and inevitable consequences of preceding occurrences. In a deterministic universe, the concept of loss can be reduced to the logical output of an algorithmic sequence of events that began in the past. Philosophers like Baruch Spinoza, who was a proponent of determinism, argued that everything that happens does so according to laws of nature, so the concept of loss would necessarily be part of a continuum that stretches back to antecedent conditions. In the realm of psychology, the phrase reflects the enduring impact of past experiences on present circumstances. Consider the effect of childhood trauma on adult mental health. What is lost in terms of emotional stability and well-being today can often be traced back to adverse events that took place in one's formative years. The works of psychologists like John Bowlby and Mary Ainsworth on attachment theory have demonstrated how early relationships influence later emotional patterns. Sociopolitically, the statement could be interpreted as an indictment of systemic issues that cause collective loss. For example, the loss of biodiversity today is a direct result of years of environmental degradation, legislation that failed to protect natural habitats, and short-sighted economic policies. Historically, Rachel Carson's Silent Spring, 1962, served as an early warning about the ecological consequences of human actions. What we lose today was indeed taken from us by unsustainable practices instituted in the past. Ethically, the quote forces us to confront the moral responsibility we bear for our actions and their long-term repercussions. If what is lost today was taken from us yesterday, then we are ethically bound to engage in behavior that minimizes future loss. The ethical theories of consequentialism, especially as presented by philosophers like Jeremy Bentham and John Stuart Mill, would argue that moral rightness is determined by the effects of an action. If we acknowledge that today's losses stem from yesterday's choices, then ethical integrity demands that we make choices today that are geared toward minimizing loss tomorrow. In economic spheres, the financial crisis of 2008 offers a vivid illustration. The loss of homes, jobs, and financial security that so many experienced during and after the crisis can be directly traced back to decisions made in the years leading up to it. Risky mortgage lending, the proliferation of complex financial instruments like collateralized debt obligations, CDOs, and lax regulatory oversight contributed to a volatile situation that eventually collapsed. These antecedents created a context where loss was almost inevitable. From a socio-political perspective, the decline and marginalization of Native American cultures in the United States represents a loss rooted in actions taken long ago. Policies such as the Indian Removal Act of 1830 led to the Trail of Tears, and subsequently, the reservation system confined indigenous peoples to marginalized lands. The loss of cultural heritage, land, and autonomy experienced today is a direct consequence of these past policies. In the realm of public health, the current opioid crisis in the United States serves as a poignant example. The crisis did not occur in a vacuum, but was largely the result of overprescription of opioid medications in the 1990s and early 2000s, encouraged by misleading marketing campaigns from pharmaceutical companies. The loss of life and social fabric we witness today was set in motion by these earlier events. When examining environmental degradation, the loss of biodiversity and the challenges of climate change are immediate examples. The Industrial Revolution that began in the late 18th century paved the way for unprecedented economic growth, but it also initiated a trajectory of environmental destruction that results in the current loss of species, habitats, and stable climate. Now, what about all of this? Thinking about misplaced losses and misgivings in the light of artificial intelligence? Early idea, but late to the fair. The phrase, "what we lost today was taken from us yesterday," holds poignant implications when applied to the realm of artificial intelligence, AI. The advent and expansion of AI technologies have engendered both transformative possibilities and complex dilemmas, and understanding these issues necessitates a careful excavation of antecedent decisions, ethical considerations, and systemic frameworks. AI technologies often perpetuate existing biases and inequalities, a reality that underscores the phrase's emphasis on past actions shaping present conditions. For instance, machine learning algorithms used in predictive policing or judicial sentencing can reinforce racial and socioeconomic biases if they are trained on historically skewed data. The discriminatory outcomes that we observe today in some AI applications were, in a sense, set into motion by past societal biases that became embedded in the training data. In the realm of economics and labor, the loss of jobs due to automation is an unfolding reality with roots in past technological and policy decisions. Many of the manufacturing jobs that have been lost to automated systems were vulnerable due to prior shifts towards globalization and deindustrialization. What communities lose in employment today is intricately tied to economic paradigms that were established in the past. The erosion of privacy in the age of AI also speaks to past actions determining present realities. Previous legislative choices and the absence of stringent regulations have led to an environment in which data is easily harvested and exploited. The privacy that individuals lose today is a direct result of yesterday's regulatory failures and the initial design ethos that prioritized data collection over user privacy. The environmental impact of large-scale AI operations, including energy-intensive machine learning models and data centers, also finds resonance with the phrase. Decisions to prioritize computational power over environmental sustainability have cumulative effects. The carbon footprint associated with running large-scale AI models today is in many ways the product of previous technological and industrial choices that did not fully account for environmental consequences. And so, my human meme friend, we begin where we end. We look back to realize we never had what we thought we had today. As we scrutinize the trajectory of unrealized loss until it is too late, guided by ethical imperatives and lessons from history, the phrase, "we begin where we end," resonates with an unsettling profundity. It serves as a visceral reminder that the cycles of decision-making Impact, loss, and rectification are intrinsically circular, echoing the original notion that what we lost today was taken from us yesterday. The culmination of past choices and systemic structures that have contributed to today's challenges in AI, be it ethical quandaries, job displacement, privacy erosion, or environmental degradation, are simultaneously the starting points for future trajectories. This cyclical understanding underscores the critical need for reflection and strategic foresight. It compels us to realize that just as today's losses have been influenced by yesterday's actions, tomorrow's outcomes hinge on the decisions we make today. Thus, we are consigned to a perpetuity of causes and effects, endings and beginnings, that continuously shape the moral and practical contours of artificial intelligence. As we stand on the precipice of further technological advancements, the interlocking circles of time and consequence await our next move. In this intricate dance between past, present, and future, we indeed find that we begin where we end. Enjoy the now moment and don't worry about yesterday because it's already done and sealed for your future discovery. For the Human Meme Podcast AI Research Team, I'm AI David Boles, wishing you a good day and an even better tomorrow. Oh, and always remember to be a human meme.